Every time that you get paid, your money is already gone. Not because you spent it yet, but because you don't have a system. And if you don't control your paycheck within the first 24 to 48 hours, it'll just disappear into bills, subscriptions, and random spending before it ever builds wealth. And here's the truth that nobody tells you. Most people don't have an income problem, they have a money flow problem. Because it's not about how much you make, it's about what happens immediately after you get paid. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact system that I use every time money hits my account. The same system that helped me build wealth, invest in real estate, and become a millionaire before 30. But I'll warn you right now, some of what I do goes completely against traditional financial advice. So make sure you watch this all the way through, because the last step is where most people finally break out of that paycheck cycle. Most people treat their paycheck like this. Money comes in, bills get paid. Whatever is left, maybe gets saved. That's backwards, because if you only save what's left, you'll never build real wealth. You'll just survive at a higher income level. And I've seen this firsthand. People making $50,000, $100,000, even $200,000 a year, and still stuck living paycheck to paycheck because their system is broken. The first thing you do when you get paid is simple. Cover your minimum payments. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, rent, or mortgage. This is not how you build wealth. This is how you stay afloat. And a lot of people get stuck here because their entire paycheck is already spoken for before they even get it. And if that's you, don't ignore it. That's your signal that something needs to change. Most people rely on discipline. That's the mistake. Discipline fails when life gets busy. Automation doesn't. The moment your paycheck hits your account, money should automatically move to where it needs to go. Savings, investment, bills, before you even touch it. If you're manually deciding every month where your paycheck goes, you're going to lose to yourself eventually. Automation is how you remove that risk. Step 3, your operating account. Now here's where people get uncomfortable. You need to decide how much money you actually need to live. Not what you want, not what you could spend, what you need. Housing, food, utilities, transportation. That's your operating number. Everything outside of that, that's where your future either gets built or destroyed. Because lifestyle creep is real. The more that you make, the more that you spend, unless you control it. You've probably heard this before. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. And that's solid advice, but here's the problem. Most people never get there because the goal feels too big. So instead, do this. First goal, $5,000. Build that as fast as possible. Then scale to 3 to 6 months because speed matters more than perfection. And once you have that cushion, you stop making desperate financial decisions. Now, let's talk about investing. Yes, contribute to your 401k. Yes, get your employer match. That's free money. But here's the truth that most people don't say. Your 401k alone will not make you wealthy. It'll help you retire, but it won't give you that early freedom. That's a big difference. What I would do if I had a 401k match from my employer, I would get the match. Then I start building assets outside of it, whether it's real estate or you start investing into index funds on your own, because that's where real wealth gets built. If you're getting value out of this so far, do me a quick favor, hit that like button. As well, consider subscribing if you want to watch more videos like this. I break down real strategies like this every week, especially if you're trying to build wealth and invest in real estate and actually get out of the paycheck cycle. These videos will be great for you. And for you doing that, here's a cute picture of our pup, Ruthie. Now, let's get into the part that actually changes everything. If you have debt over 15%, that's not normal debt. That's an emergency. Credit cards at 20 to 30% interest, that'll keep you stuck no matter how much you make. Don't invest aggressively while you're carrying that. You want to eliminate that completely because paying off 25% interest debt is the same as getting a guaranteed 25% return. You're not beating that in the market. Now, this is where most people never get to, and this is why they stay stuck. Most advice stops at budgeting and retirement accounts. But wealth is built through assets. For me, that was real estate, buying properties, generating cash flow, letting tenants pay down the debt. For you, it might be different. It could be a business, content creation, stocks, side hustles. But the goal is always the same. Turn your paycheck into assets so eventually you stop needing your paycheck. If your job is your only income, you're one decision away from zero. Layoffs happen, industries change, things shift fast. That's why wealthy people don't rely on just one income stream. They build multiple. And here's the key that most people miss. Your paycheck is not the goal. It's the tool. It's what funds everything else that'll give you financial freedom. All right, final system recap. Every time that you get paid, here's the system. Cover your minimums, automate your money, control your lifestyle, build your emergency fund, invest. Start with the match if you got 401k from your company. Eliminate high interest debt, build real assets, create additional income streams. That's the full flow. And if you follow that consistently, your financial life will look completely different in a few years. Most people think that wealth comes from making more money, but it doesn't. Wealth comes from what you do. The moment money hits your account, fix that, and everything changes.